What's up, everybody? Wrestlenook here, and I hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Decade of Domination Randy Orton Elite action figure. So here's the figure in the product box. Big window display here so you can see all the accessories. You've got the figure right here front and center with the limited tattoos. He doesn't have the full sleeves like he does now. So this is a proper representation of Randy Orton back when he was a rookie. You got an alternate head up here, as well as an alternate set of hands, and you also have this sling. Now, I don't know if this sling also came with that CM Punk figure from many years back, since I don't have it, but I would wager that it's the same or similar. So, as we noticed with the previous Decade of Domination boxes, you have representations of the character throughout the years. So it starts here on the bottom, goes along here on the side, and then continues along the top. But what I find fascinating is that none of these go far back enough. These images are from easily the last 5, maybe 6 years of Randy Orton's career, when this portrayal of him was from back in like 2003, 2005, whenever he first signed with the WWE and then joined Evolution. So regardless of the major issues with getting these figures out to people, kudos to Mattel, and I guess kudos to Walmart. But what a fiasco when it came to the pre-orders. Hopefully we don't go through that again. Anyway, here's the front of the box. Here's the side of the box with what Randy Orton looked like at that time. Here's the back of the box.
Facts from the box.
Here's the other side of the box. Different image, a close-up of what he looked like back then. And we're back to the front. So let's go ahead and get Randy Orton out of this box. So here's Randy Orton out of box. Let's go ahead and give this a once-over to make sure there are no ties keeping him in place. There doesn't seem to be any. All right, so once more. Here's Randy Orton out of package. So, great head sculpt. Of course, I'm sure nothing has changed much for Randy over the years other than his hairstyle. So it's nice to have this one that has those hairs right there in the front. They gave him some bangs, so to speak. Here's the alternate head sculpt that he came with. This is more of a more modern Randy Orton, a contemporary Randy Orton, little goofy looking Randy Orton. I think this is kind of from that meme that's been circulating over the years. But still a nice change up to have. Seems to be a little bit of paint sloppiness here. It looks like this eye is way larger than this one, so I don't know what happened there, but it looks like he's doing his best rock impression. He's got 2 alternate hands. These ones are gripping hands, so you can put steel chairs, ladders, or whatever else in there. And of course, he's got his sling right here. So it's just a soft rubber, not hard plastic at all. Pretty straightforward. But let's take a look at this figure, shall we? So right off the bat, you'll notice that it's not your typical Randy Orton attire. This is his rookie attire, where he just had Orton across the thigh, as well as across the back of his tights. Blue was his color of choice. Blue with the yellow pinstripes on the side, blue matching knee pads, and about these mid-calf boots. So they're not the short ones like the Austin figures, and they're not the tall ones. I guess these are your standard wrestling boots. He's got white wrist tape, and as I mentioned before, he does not have the full tattoo sleeves, as he does with most of his modern figures. We might have seen something like this when he was when he had the flashback figure that featured the RKO t-shirt. That eluded me for many, many years, so I'm glad that this came out so I could pick this up instead. Also, you may notice that you can make out the tattoo down here. Forgive me, I think it says Martha, so I'm getting some Batman v Superman flashbacks. But yeah, overall, a great figure, great likeness. Let's go ahead and pop this head off. Hey-oh. Let's put this one on. Oh, that's tight. It might break it. Oh, man. That's a little scary. Whoo, let's go ahead and pop that off again. Wow, that's super tight. One more time. Here we go. So I guess they wanted to have Randy Orton have that kind of a gooseneck, but that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. So let's go over basic articulation, shall we? This is an elite figure, so you're going to have ball and swivel at the neck. Oops. I'm going to change heads out. Ooh. All right, so this is an elite figure, so let's go ahead and go through those articulation points. You've got ball and socket here at the neck, so nice wiggle movement, side to side, back and forth, up, down, up, down, up, down. You've got ball and socket at the shoulder, so all the way around, and then up this far, down that far. You've got bicep swivel. You've also got single hinge at the elbow, hinge swivel at the wrist, and of course, these pop out. Mid-torso crunch, waist swivel, ball and socket at the hip, so it goes that far out, that far back, that far out. Thigh swivel, double jointed knee, calf swivel, and of course these incredibly, oh, this rocker is not locked into place, so that's nice. And then side to side action. As great as this figure is, I do have to point out, what is all of this? What is all of this? That's not part of the tattoo. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I wonder if that was a misprint. Obviously, it's a misprint. So overall, this is a pretty decent figure. If you don't have a Randy Orton from his early years, then this is going to be the, I would hope, easiest way of getting that type of representation. Other than that, we've got some sloppy paint applications and difficulties getting this figure to begin with. But overall, it's a decent entry. I don't know if this line will continue. Out of the first series, I only got 3 of the figures. What was it? It was John Cena, this Randy Orton, and Mark Henry. Out of the second series, I only got Kane. And that wasn't even through the pre-orders. They canceled those on me. I had to order that off of eBay. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I post my next video, and I'll see you then. All right, everybody, have a great one. Thanks for watching.
Randy Orton, the business is in his blood.
I had never stepped in a ring. They took a look at me and they just saw a big kid who just turned 19 and had possible potential.
He's got a little bit of everything. He's very fast, he's very strong, he's very knowledgeable, and he's very willing to learn. He's got the best drop kick I've seen in years. That wheelbarrow suplex he does once in a while is a phenomenal looking move. He's strong as a bull, but he can move like a cat. And he knows how to wrestle. He's got all the tools. In 10 years, I see Randy Orton is one of the best wrestlers ever to step into a wrestling ring.
I'm Randy Orton, and I need to set the standard for this generation.
Randy Orton, a legend in the making.